years. K-A-N-U. 175 years, yeah, we're here today, our congregation.
Did you say that your name is Yuri Lane before you started that? Because I don't think you did. Oh, you did. Okay. Excellent. Yuri Lane, everybody. All right. Welcome, everyone. If y'all are here, I want you to kind of like take at least one step closer. Oh, I like that. That was a good step. That was a really good step. All right. As we are gathered together here, we cannot help but think about how great it is to be together. So we're going to invite all of you to sing Ahine Ma Tov Uma Naim Shavat Achim Gam Yachad. Here we are all together. It's so great.
Ahine Ma Tov Uma Naim Shavat Achim Gam Yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Now, on the odd chance that you have not read the plaque, which is here, I'm going to read it aloud to start. It says, on this site stood, in 1851, the first Jewish house of worship in the state of Illinois and the Middle Northwest. I would just say, I'm going to have to start using that one. I haven't used the Middle Northwest. The oldest synagogue in the Middle Northwest. Kehilath Anshe Reeves, Congregation Men of the West, now known as KAM Temple, established 1847, dedicated by the Jewish Historical Society of Illinois, October 9th, 1918, rededicated by the congregation on its 100th anniversary, 1947, a supplementary plaque, rededicated. It doesn't say rededicated, but it does say rededicated. On this site by KAM Isaiah Israel Congregation, October 26th, 1975. A couple of years ago, we put together a case for giving for the Mishpacha, Our Family, Our Future campaign. And in that document, we wrote, Daila Cohn needed a place to pray on Yom Kippur, and to provide one in 1847, her son Abraham and a group of Jews formed our synagogue, the first in Illinois. And from our very inception, KM Isaiah Israel has made supporting the needs of our family paramount. When we celebrate our 175th anniversary in 2022, the world will not be like it was in 1847. Little did we know that it would not be like it was in 2020 when we first wrote those words. Then we chose to call ourselves Kilat Anshe Ma'arav, the Congregation of the People of the West, to show that we were a community staking out our place at the frontier of living. Today, as we continue to navigate an unpredictable world, we must continue to explore the frontier of how embracing Judaism builds community and seeks justice. Our future. Looking ahead to a future that holds countless opportunities and many challenges that we cannot yet imagine. We must work together now to strengthen our congregation so that we are ready to embrace them. As we think about where we were then, where we are now, and how the difference between then and now shows us how impossible it is to truly imagine now to the future. Because we have seen that we cannot anticipate. We can plan. They say that when humanity plans, God laughs, but I don't think it's true. We were reading in our Torah this morning about Noah, and Noah was told to build an ark. He had to make a plan. And because he made this plan, now I will say he did delay a long time before making the ark, but he had to make a plan. And by making that plan, he was able to save all of humanity. As we look forward to the next 175 years of this great congregation, we have to make a plan. We won't do the plan, but we have to make it so that we have a guiding path upon which to walk. This congregation has leaders who are looking to make that plan. Tomorrow, we are gathering together a group who is going to be initiating our strategic planning process in the main sanctuary, which, if you have not been there in the last 2 weeks, you should go, because there are no chairs in that entire room. If you thought, oh yeah, I saw it at Yom Kippur, it's not the same. And so as we move forward into this future, as the sun goes down, bringing us a new week, as we look to a new year of our synagogue, we're calling this, it's the synagogue's birthday observed. So after this moment, it's a new year for the synagogue. As we look forward to this new year and the new life which is coming, we look with eyes open to the future, with joy, with happiness, with anticipation, and with the knowledge that our congregation is strong and will walk boldly into whatever future we've planned for and find. So, Cantor, I believe that you have a song for us. Is that right?
I do. So I want to read for a minute from the newspaper on the day that the building that stood here in 1851 was dedicated. This is from the Chicago Democrat. It says, the first part I have to read in honor of all ladies' auxiliaries everywhere. It says, the Jewish ladies cannot be beaten in decorating a church. The flowers, leaves, and bushes were woven into the most beautiful drapery that Chicago ever saw before. The choir, consisting of a large number of ladies and gentlemen, did honor to the occasion and the denomination. No person that has made up his mind to be prejudiced against the Jews ought to hear such a sermon preached. It was very captivating and contained as much of real religion as any sermon we ever heard preached. We never could have believed that one of those old Jews we heard denounced so much could have taught so much liberality towards other denominations and so earnestly recommended a thorough study of the Old Testament, each one for himself, and entire freedom of opinion and discussion. We would sooner have taken him for one of those independent order of free thinkers than a Jew. Mr. Isaacs is an Englishman and is settled in New York City. There are Jewish synagogues as far west as Buffalo and Cleveland. The Jewish Sabbath is on Saturday, and a very interesting service takes place today. The whole Mosaic Law written on parchment, they never have it printed for church services, will be unrolled from a large scroll and read from. Reverend Mr. Isaacs will again preach. The service will commence at 8 a.m. and last until 11 a.m. The earlier part of the service will be most interesting. Gentlemen are requested to keep their hats on and to take seats below. The ladies will take seats upstairs according to the Orthodox Jewish custom of separating the sexes. When the following hymn was commenced to be sung, to the tune of Old Hundred, Christians generally who could sing, clergymen and all, joined the Jewish choir with a great deal of zeal, but for some reason, weak lungs, we suppose. Their zeal gradually abated until the last verse, when the Jews had the singing all to themselves, and they did it beautifully. So, when he says the Old Hundred, that is a very commonly sung hymn in the Christian hymnals, familiar to almost all Christian denominations. And the congregation had a special poem composed to be sung to that melody that would have been familiar to all their neighbors. So I appreciate it as, from the very foundation moment of our first building, that this congregation has proclaimed ourselves as part of an interfaith community here in Chicago that is welcoming of all and that tells us proudly who we have always been. We have always been Jewish people here expressing ourselves in the most beautiful way we know how and always living in relationship and love with our neighbors. So here we will, some of you may recognize this melody in one way or another. So we're going to sing a few verses of the KAM dedication hymn sung on June 13th of 1851. Be thou, O God, exalted high, and as thy glory fills the sky, so let it be on earth displayed, till here on earth as there obeyed. This temple to thy hallowed name is raised thy glory to proclaim. Here we our sins forgiveness crave, our hearts from secret pangs to save. We'll sing the last verse. Oh, grant that Israel soon may see Jerusalem to sight restored, when all men's hearts from sin set free shall sound thy praise with one accord. Now let's make Havdalah.
Does everybody have a
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen yailai la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei v'samim borei minei v'samim yai lai la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol ben or lechoshech ben Yisrael le'amim ben yom hashvi l'sheishet yamei hamaseh Baruch atah Adonai hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Tishbi Eliyahu Agiyadi Bimera B'yameinu Yavo Eleinu Mashiach ben David Mashiach ben David Eliyahu Hanavi Eliyahu Hatishbi Eliyahu Agiladi Shavua Tov Shavua Tov Shavua Tov Shavua Tov Shavua Tov Shavua Tov Shavua Tov, a good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase.
This is going to bring us to the conclusion of the official portion of this evening's program, but I do want to say, as we find ourselves coming to the end of this Shabbat, I hope that we have each one of us found true rest of spirit on it. And now that we find ourselves at the end of it, may we be ready for the challenges of the week to come, because we know that they will be there, but the promise of Shabbat at the end of the week remains. Shavua Tov.
We are gifts. We are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope. We are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words. We are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. V'tor v'dor nagid od lecha. V'tor v'dor we protect this chain. Generation to generation. V'tor v'dor these lips will praise your name. Looking back on the journey that we carry in our hearts, from the shadow of the mountain to the waters that would part. We are blessed. We are holy. We are children of your way. And the words that bring us meaning, we will have the strength to say. V'dor v'dor nagid od lecha. V'dor v'dor we protect this chain. From generation to generation. V'dor v'dor these lips will praise your name. V'dor v'dor nagid od lecha. V'dor v'dor we protect this chain. From generation to generation. V'dor v'dor these lips will praise your name. Praise